Well, Qarabag normally play their home games in the Azersun Arena, that's their sponsor, or the Tofik Bakramov Stadium. Rashad Sadigov on the right, the regular skipper in Europe. Well, the team news for Qarabag is that their influential Brazilian Pedro Henrique is suspended after being sent off at Atletico 3 weeks ago. They make 2 changes to the team that beat Sunkayet last weekend. As expected, Rashad Sadigov, their experienced defender, is recalled, and Donald Gurrier is preferred to Danny Quintana on the right side of midfield. Quintana just carrying a knock, a little bit unhappy the way the Premier League have done their fixtures this season, forcing Chelsea twice this season now to play crucial matches against top sides. As you heard, 4 changes with David Luiz and Antonio Rudiger in the back 3. Willian gets only his 2nd start in the Champions League this season, and Pedro will play alongside Hazard up front. Alvaro Morata kept in reserve with a crunch game against Liverpool at Anfield coming up next Saturday, and that was something that matches, or the Premier League games following their matches in Europe, so it's just the luck of the draw. It's broken for Pedro, and the follow-up shot from Febragas, bringing the first save of the game. Ibrahim Sehic, the Bosnia-Herzegovina keeper. It's going astray, and Zappacosta dwelling on the ball, and the chance here. Well blocked by Azpilicueta. That was Madatov who had the shot on goal, bringing quite a crescendo from the home fans. Play again from Qarabag, the 1-2 with Richard chance off the post. Follow-up from Richard is over. Oh, what a sensation. Just over 12 minutes gone. Qarabag almost taking the lead. And it was a lovely move as well, lovely drag back by Michel. The 1-2, Michel onto the loose ball and off the crossbar. Azpilicueta was well beaten. Willian on chase, and Willian almost getting through. And has the referee pointed to the spot here? I think he has. And it's a red card. Well, that's a sensation. Manuel de Sousa sending off the Qarabag skipper. Oh. No mistake from the Belgian. Chelsea take the lead, 21 minutes gone. And not just the lead, but a man advantage as well. Sage going the wrong way. Azar, coolness personified, as he gets his 6th goal of the season. And the turning point of the game, that sending off. Poor clearance straight to Febragas. And Pedro with the volley, which he rather scuffed into the wonderful playing surface here in the Baku Olympic Stadium. Not the best of connections from the Spaniard. Qarabag will now have to sit back deep. Azpilicueta, and the header goalwards by Azar, easily caught by keeper Sehic. Chelsea starting to dominate possession as we approach the half-hour mark in the Baku Olympic Stadium. The furthest point you can go in Europe, and David Luiz was almost the furthest in the air and on the end of that corner, but the header well away from the goal. Good delivery from Febragas. I'm 4 hours ahead of London. Hazard, Willian, 2-0. Slicing through the centre of the Qarabag defence. A deft bit of skill from the Belgian maestro. And Willian, who's had so few opportunities this season, just on the end of that back heel from Eden Hazard. An assist and a goal for the man on the Alonso number 3. Willian and Fabregas there as well. And it's Willian who was so brilliant at taking free kicks last season, seems to have lost his touch a little bit this campaign. Still involved with the Brazilian squad, but... And it looks like a change, yes. Madatov has gone off and Dinayev has come on against Nottingham Forest in the League Cup back in September. Willian staying onside. That is something that surely Chelsea should be trying to avoid in a game which is surely already theirs. The over ball to Pedro. And Willian in the centre. Excellent defending by the stand-in skipper Medvedev. Willian fighting to get it back. And the referee saying that the Brazilian team captain. Good rest for him. Would surely be just as good as playing another 25 minutes. Rudiger. Lovely ball. Morata pulls it wide. Should have scored. Lovely feet initially, but the radar was a few degrees out, and Morata has been... Now Pedro. Morata is through here. Stayed onside. Great challenge by Courier to give away the corner. Morata quick as a flash through the heart of the Qarabag defence, but Willian, after Garayev's mistake, back comes Richard. Penalty kick. Second penalty of the night for Chelsea, 20 minutes to go, and a yellow card for the stand-in skipper Medvedev. Hopefully it's only a yellow. It isn't. It is. Thank goodness. Another red would have been a disaster for Qarabag. Sure, 3 points for Chelsea. And that one an even better penalty because the goalkeeper that time guessed the right way, and it had to be absolutely in the corner. And says Febragas has put Chelsea beyond reach here. His first goal in the Champions League this season, just his second of the campaign. And it's Qarabag 0, Chelsea 3. So that's 9 without reply for Chelsea against Qarabag. No. Oh, this is through. Surely a goal here for Azpilicueta. No, the flag raised. Offside, the decision. It must have been Azpilicueta. Morata was coming in late to finish it off. Conte can't believe it. Danny Drinkwater, the last change. Giving N'Golo Kante a little rest. Placed by Elvin Yunisada. About everything has gone the opposite way for Qarabag. Unloved the hard work. Pedro, Willian. Oh, what a finish! Willian with a flourish to make it 4-0. Chelsea have scored more goals from outside the penalty area than any other team in this Champions League group stage. I think that's their 5th. And Willian showing a clinical desire to have a go from long range, right into the corner. Nothing the goalkeeper could do. Sweetly struck. Who can now no longer qualify for the last 16, though they are still in with an outside chance of getting to the Europa League group stage.
And here's what that result means for Group C. Chelsea sitting very, very nicely indeed on top of that group. At home to Roma coming up in the next hour or so. Lads, it couldn't have been sending off, obviously clearly changed it, but it was a stroll in the park, wasn't it?
Yeah, a walk in the park. It was over as a contest in that first half with the penalty and the sending off. Second half, they came out and they played well and got the 2 goals, but the penalty was soft, I felt, and it was just easy for Chelsea.
Yeah, handy one for Conte, Ken.
Yeah, it's the perfect scenario really. Players didn't have to overexert themselves. Important game time for 1 or 2 players. We haven't had enough, the likes of Pedro and Willian, I'm thinking about in particular, and no injuries from what we've seen to the players in the pitch, so absolutely ideal scenario and exactly what Conte would have wanted.
Especially when you factor in, Kev, Saturday, big game for them at Anfield. It's a long trip. We've all made those awkward trips to Eastern Europe. Yeah. It couldn't have gone any better for him, could it? Been able to tweak those players, the tactics, and Kenny Spawn, isn't it? Not overly exerting yourself and having to